Papa Team 6, welcome to another episode of For the Dads. Saw Zootopia 2 over the weekend.
Hey, come on.
Come on. Saw Zootopia 2 over the weekend. I hope the trash is taken out. I hope the lunch boxes are packed. I hope you are doing your job. If you have a newborn, I hope you're doing your job in postpartum. Dude, I hope everybody out there, I hope you're being an awesome dad. This is For the Dads. Again, a show with myself, Willie One Shelf. You got Fat Stafford, Sherman Young. Over here is the co-host. We have fun with fatherhood. We embrace the suck. We talk about the highs and lows. We story tell. We are not experts by any means. But this is just a show for the dads, by a couple dads. I got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Sherm has a 6
going on 7 month
going on 7.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. You can find us on social media at For the Dads Pod, all social channels. By the way, Instagram's up right now. We just hit 50,000 followers on Instagram. That's amazing. Shout out everybody in the comments. Shout out everybody following. And again, we're on all the channels. We're even on for the older PT6 members out there. We are on Facebook.
Very active Facebook page.
Facebook page. Yeah.
And that goes with the brand. That's very dad centric. I love that.
And you know the one that's been firing me up is, again, if you're listening right now, audio channels, if you're watching us on YouTube, the one that's been firing me up the most, you guys know, Spotify.
Yep.
I went in last week. I know we had our episode. By the way, shout out to all PT6 for consuming that episode. I told a story about Rue having a seizure. I got a couple things wrong on the story. My wife, my beautiful wife, Charles, she corrected me almost immediately.
Oh, good.
Yeah, coming in, she was laughing. She said her stomach was hurting about the bear story that we told.
Yeah.
But she had a report for me after hearing the way I told that story.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it true. I just got a couple things off, a couple facts off. And I did go in. I went into the Spotify comments, which, by the way, 96, last I looked, 96 Spotify comments.
That's crazy.
People are flooding Spotify. People are flooding the YouTube comments. But I went in, I woke up, and when I got the MT6 APR, and if you guys aren't familiar with that, that's the Milk Team 6 after pod report. So once I got the APR, she kind of told me, she's like, hey, sweetheart, Rue wasn't a year old. She was 8 months old. Like, okay, big miss on that. So I went into the comments, Papa Team 6, this is Willie One Shelf here. Hand up. I got it wrong. Rue was 8 months. She wasn't a year and a half. And another thing I did get wrong, which makes sense because as I was telling the story, bringing a lot of emotion into going in and having the emotional moments I was having, like once I got to the hospital.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I said the firefighter told me she had a seizure. We did not know what was going on with Rue. We just knew that she was unresponsive for a big amount of time. She started talking, but she was very out of it. They didn't know what was going on. So, as she's going over there in the ambulance and we're sprinting to the hospital, did not know at that point that she had a seizure because I was like, I want to say last week, if I remember it, I was like, hey, the firefighter, whoever had the phone, was
telling you that.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case.
That wasn't the case. We were in the dark. And so when we got there, and again, I explained this emotional story, so I'm kind of keeping it lighter so I don't get into that box again.
Yeah.
But yeah, going over there, we had no clue what was going on with her. So then when we get into the hospital, in the moments that I'm talking about where she's plugged in with IVs and needle and they're getting all of their vitals, we have no clue what had happened. So when she's doing, whether it's a blood test, a urine test, all these things to try and eliminate what it could have possibly been.
Yeah.
Again, it's like we're just kind of subtracting things once she was in the hospital and got, the brain stuff attached to her head. That's when we're learning that it could have been a seizure. So again, that's the MT6 APR.
So if we're just going to grade Will on his dad brain there, I don't think too bad. You were only 8 months off on her age.
Yeah.
And then you learned information later in the story than what you had told.
Yeah.
Hey,
but again, all dads know we have the ability. I wasn't trying to exaggerate the story in this particular sense to make it funny or anything else, but all dads know they do their best on telling stories.
Yeah.
Then their wife comes into the room. He said this, like, that's not what happened at all. And he's like, what are you talking about? This is exactly, you missed this part. You missed that part. Oh, okay. I might have missed that, but I kind of got the overview of the entire story.
You just unlocked a memory of when we were at that Halloween party and you were holding Scotty and you're telling Jill some story and I forget. You're like, oh yeah, she was 6 months in Charo from the rafters. Will, She was like a year and a half. Yeah, 6 months, year and a half. I died, dude. I died.
Yeah, it was something with Rue. I forget what that
Yeah,
was.
6
But
months,
she's on
year
the
and a
other
half.
side of the room. She was not 6 months old. She was a year and a half. It was one of those.
It was one of those, you know. She was a baby. Oh, dude.
Good times. But we got, look, big snow day. If you're in Nashville, Tennessee, big snow weekend coming up this weekend. We'll get into that.
Yes.
Sherm went to the zoo over the weekend. Again, saw Zootopia 2. Boys, just a fleeting thought. Derek, the Funkle, brought this to our attention. If we want to start thinking about Valentine's Day, we should start thinking about it now.
Ooh.
I say this as advice and encouragement, while also knowing in my heart of hearts that won't probably happen until maybe the Super Bowl happens, and then it's like, oh shit, we got Valentine's Day next weekend.
Yeah, sports take a pause for just that hair of a second.
Yeah.
Which is perfect timing for Valentine's Day. It's a nice little window right there.
Then all men get reminded that, God, it's a holiday, man.
Oh, yeah, you got to do the dinner thing. Chef had a great note on his Valentine's Day debacle. He already signed up for a pretty...
Yeah. You got reservations for it at a very expensive spot. You didn't know it was an expensive spot, but now you're learning after the fact that you booked the reservation, like you're going to need some coin going into this place.
The Saturday after a week-long trip to Miami. Not only that.
Chef.
But hey, Valentine's Day, the missus deserves it.
Yeah,
She's the best. I love her dearly.
Yeah,
I'm very excited, and it's okay. Money will be...
Follow up with me on this because we all know I'm going to forget, but for the dads, we can support you on this day.
Yeah. I like
That's
that
not why
idea.
you were asking. That's not why you even told us, but I'm just telling you now, we can throw some support your way.
Yeah.
But follow up because I'll forget.
For dessert.
Don't feel like you're nagging me like, hey, you said support. Does that mean you're going to throw me some cash? Like,
I know.
Don't be afraid to say that.
The stubbornness in me is like, no, it's okay. But I will follow up with you.
Okay. Yeah. I'll follow up.
Please.
Good news on Valentine's Day. We're dropping some new merch. We're wearing it right now. We got some new busing gear on the back. What's it say on the back again, Sherm?
It says, bussin' your... Hold on, I took a picture.
Your my forever or something.
You're my forever rodeo.
You're my forever rodeo.
You're my forever rodeo.
Dude, imagine gifting that to wifey on Valentine's Day.
I gotta be honest, for any of the PT sickos that are listening or MT sickos on audio, please go to some kind of video format, whether it's YouTube or Spotify. You have to see the shirt that Will is wearing. I told Garrett, who's in charge of our merch here at Bussin', that is officially my favorite shirt we've ever made. Hands down.
And if you are a Papa Team sicko out there and your wife is aware that you consume this show and maybe you're a little much with the show to where you might not have bridged the gap for her to come on board fully for Milk Team 6, or maybe she's flirting with Milk Team 6, or maybe she is an MT6er.
Yeah.
But gifting her, hey, sweetheart, you know I love this show. Dude, look at this. Look at this merchandise that they have in the store. BWTB.com.
BWTB.com, because I'm telling you, you will be repping the show, obviously, if you wear that shirt, but that is a cool shirt.
Yeah.
In Generalmente, which is Spanish for in general.
Yeah. You can embrace the brand while giving all the praise to your wife. You're my forever rodeo.
Yes. And for any PT sickos out there that are going, Will, what about my wife? She's an MT sicko. She's already bought in. Look no further. I got a Milk Team 6 shirt.
Just simply
on the front.
In the front, centered, written Milk Team 6, and then on the back, Milk Team 6 on duty all day.
All day.
Yeah, you can see it. You're doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
You're doing a good job.
And we have some new Girl Dad hats on.
These are new?
Yeah, don't sleep on the new
Fires
Girl
me
Dad
up.
hats.
Fires me up.
Come on, man.
All the new merch, BWTB.com. We have a lot of things to get through. We proposed a question on last episode. Just threw it out there. Hardest thing about being a parent. We have a couple comments that we're going to read from that. We also have our voicemail or hotline that you can call into 601 The Dads, where you jump in, you call the hotline, you tell a story, whether it's a win, loss, a dad hack, something you're cracking a cold one to, like a good quality moment. You're just telling us something, a little story about you. And embracing the PT6 fatherhood. You can do that. And when you do get featured on the hotline, the voicemail, or now email, we will send you merch.
Yeah.
So if you get featured on the show, we will also reach out to you, send you some merchandise for free. And all you got to do, engage with the pod. But we got comments from YouTube, Spotify, the hotline, the email. Again, if you're international and you can't reach the hotline, or you simply don't want to call in and tell a story using your voice, you feel much better articulating it and writing it down via email, 601thedads@gmail.com. You can do that. We have emails. We got a wifey shout out here. We got new dad shout outs. We got a lot to get through.
We got husband shout outs. I have a husband, a PT6 shout out from his wife.
I love having that iteration in our show.
Yeah.
Because now we have been getting shout outs, whether it's a mom or a dad's birthday, or they just want to throw love to their partner's way through a show or a platform like ourselves. We did get some pushback last week. Wasn't somebody upset that we didn't read like a shout out for her husband?
Is that the one that in question?
I believe so. We had, and so I have reached out and everything. We had a happy birthday shout out on Christmas Eve from an MT6er that I tried to explain it. We missed because the episode had dropped that week. The next week was best of, and then we came back on the first of it. The guy
it got lost in the sauce.
It got a little lost in the birthday had happened.
Well,
okay.
And he's not blaming me. He's being very kind too. But I have an added weight in this because our last two episodes, because of time, I cut an email on both of those episodes. It just so happened to be this one that got
But what was like the reaction or the MT6er being like,
the guy wrote us and said, "Hey guys, just want to let you know, I just got an earful through text." Basically, the wife's like, "Look at all these birthday shout outs they're doing." She's like, "I swear I wrote one in. I swear." And she sent it on every channel in a good way. And so I reached out to him and I just said, "Man, we have it." I was like, "Here's why it didn't get read.
Yeah.
It will get read, and send me your address. We'll send you a shirt." And so that guy is getting a little bit of merch. He fought the hard fight. He said, "Look, I love you guys, but I'm getting an earful from the wifey."
He got an earful from the wifey. It was supposed to be a surprise to him.
Yes.
Surprise doesn't happen. He gets an earful from the wifey because he's probably like, "Oh man, it'd be cool if maybe my wife writes in." But we also can't have that pressure put on us.
No.
We can't have the expectation if we miss a couple birthday shout outs. Like this is a growing community, and what we can't do, we're just guys. And what we can't do, we can't start acting like toddlers. We're parents. We're adults.
Yeah.
We got to know that some stuff we're gonna miss. It's gonna get lost in the fray a little bit. We do. We hate that. Trust me. We want to shout out everybody.
Hate it.
We hate missing moments for people.
Yes.
It's the best issue to have because we have so many awesome people writing in, and in turn, we can't get to everyone, but we want to. Derek's a beast on the phone. If any of you guys were here for the early days when I was running, I had the phone. We've improved a lot. So
this is a band of four right here.
Yeah.
It's a band of four.
Four idiots.
Yeah, truly.
We're figuring it out as we go.
Every time you say we are not experts, I want to say, and we'll prove it to you too.
Yeah.
Like, stay tuned.
We're also currently figuring out the email hat situation. So in the juxtaposition of we're idiots and we're figuring it out, we have been jumping through some hoops.
You told him the solution for that?
No, we're going to have to get a bundle of hats and mail them out ourselves. Here's my guess. Because we can only ship to Canada. And so thank you guys all for making life hell. We're going to send some to Scandinavia.
We can't ship from the warehouse internationally. So we have to send the hats to this office and then we will ship them internationally, which I love that solve.
Again, group of men. It's a group of men, and all dads and all moms know listening to this. This is how things can operate at times.
Yeah.
Man, we write checks our ass can't cash at times. We get ourselves in some pickles.
Yeah.
To where then we're getting the earful from wifey. Yeah, I could have done that a lot better. I could have went about that a lot better. I did say I was going to do this for so-and-so. I just forgot.
Yeah.
Dad brain kicks in.
Oh, she was 8 months old. She wasn't a year and a half.
Yeah.
But sue me.
Yeah.
Do we want to
We'll
touch
save those.
on
Let's get into let's do some parenthood before
the birthday shout out.
birthday shout outs. Let's do some parenthood.
Okay.
Please don't forget. Please.
Yeah, we can't forget. And by the way, fellas, we do got to keep this one under an hour. We got to keep this episode under an hour.
Perfect.
All right. So last week posed a question. Hardest part about parenthood.
Oh yeah.
Something that we juggle with in our brains as we're driving, as we try, anytime I feel like new parents or parents, you're in some of these deeper conversations, you're trying to articulate what parenthood is, why it's hard. It doesn't seem fun to do, but it's also the greatest thing in the world. It's always hard to I'm always trying to find like an articulation of how I would answer that question. But we had some write-ins. This one's from Caleb Gross. Just got a chance to finish the sode early Monday morning. My opinion on the hardest thing about parenthood, aside from all the sleepless nights and arguments with the independent toddlers, it's definitely watching them grow up. It's the best thing and the hardest thing at the same time. You want them to stay little forever, but you are setting them up and teaching them to be their own little person. Dude, I could not agree more. I don't know how many one-on-one conversations I have with Rue when we talk about like when her third birthday was coming up. I remember a car ride. We were doing Pizza Friday. So we were on a drive going to our pizza spot. Shout out home team. No free shout outs to home team.
Very big shout out.
Yeah,
to them.
very big shout out to them. But we were on the way back and we were talking about her birthday. And it's like, I know you're going to be 3. And I was trying to be more optimistic about her turning 3, even though I'm battling all these internal battles. Oh, I want her to stay my little girl. Absolutely forever. I want her to be my little bundle of joy forever. Because we also have this digital picture frame at the house that goes through a lot of old photos. So every day I'm seeing all these old photos of Rue and I just smile. I'm like, oh, look at little baby Rue. And Rue comes over and looks. So I'm being optimistic to her about her turning 3. And we're kind of sitting there and we're on the final stretch down, cut that part out. We're on the final stretch down to the house. And, Rue just hits me with, Dada, you're sad that I'm turning 3. And I'm like, sweetheart, I am sad that you're turning 3. Well, why are you sad? I'm just like, sweetheart, it's hard to explain. Like, I'm so happy you're getting bigger and you're able to do the things that you're wanting to do, whether it's put words together, sentences together, like write and get better, climb stuff, jump off things, grow taller, get stronger, get faster. She loves being faster, get better at dancing. But Dad struggles with the fact that you are growing up in front of me, because one day she's like, oh, Dad, she said something about, I'll be little for you right now. And I'm like, I know you will, but I just play this story and movie in my head of you're going to grow up one day and you're not going to be with Dada anymore, like in our house. Like one day you're going to grow and you're going to be like Dada. You're going to be like Mama to where you're our size and you're that age and you're going to have little kids of your own. And that makes me sad. It makes me happy and it makes me sad all at the same time. I feel all of these emotions like as you continue to get older. And when you're there with Scarlett now, but when it's Scarlett, it's 1 month at a time. You just get sad that months are kind of going a little faster, and then it gets to the year mark. So
yeah, dude.
2.5, 3.5, and it just feels like time flies, bro. And so Rue's like, so Dada's happy and sad. I'm like, yeah, I'm both happy and sad. I am really happy that you're turning 3. I can't wait for you to be 3. It's going to be an awesome year. But Dada gets really sad just seeing you grow up. It's the saddest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And I love Caleb's write-in because that is very hard about parenthood, because you just get so, family's incredible. You just get so connected emotionally, everything. And you just pour into your little kiddos, and just seeing them get older and put their first sentences together and teach you things when they come home from school. And you just see the development happening. And because she's right, she went into school today and they have to bring in something every week to do like the alphabet. This week was the letter I. So she's at dinner last night, like book. I'm like, oh, okay. That doesn't start with I.
Hey, but she's pretty close.
Yeah. It should be like, and it should be like igloo. Like that is one. That is one. We can't make an igloo. We can't bring an igloo into school, but we got to figure out the what you're going to bring in for like show and tell, or to go over the letter I.
Could do a marshmallow igloo with toothpicks. Just saying.
And this morning, at breakfast, she got done with breakfast. I kind of scooted her little chair over because she's going to do an illustration. So she draws basically the family. She draws Mama, Dada, Waffle, Rue, and Scotty. And then I'm walking her through writing illustration on the top. Oh, because she knows the alphabet pretty well. She knows how to write every letter. She's got her own little way of writing. It kind of reminds you of Toy Story, where it's got the writing on the bottom of each foot. Yeah. Kind of the broken letters. Yeah. And I'm like, I can spell illustration. But she
I
writes
believe you.
illustration across the top. And as a 3-year-old, they write big letters. So it's not all going to fit across the top. So then for illustration, the TION, she has to skew it down to the side. She just writes TION down the side.
Epic.
And I'm just sitting there looking at this illustration with illustration written over the top down to the side. And I'm just staring at it, trying to take it in, because it's like, man, she's just growing up and her handwriting is going to get better.
Yeah.
Her drawings are going to get better. And at some point she's not going to be satisfied with having to bend the word. And she's going to want it to fit on the top of the page. And that's going to make her frustrated. I'm just going to remember the times where there was so much innocence in you trying to figure out how to write illustration across the paper.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
She's going to have a ruler. She's going to be spacing out the letters.
Now I got to redo this. And then one day it's going to be writing your name and date and out the top left or the top right corner because you're in grade school or you're in middle school or high school. And I'm just going to be thinking about back to the time where we were just trying to figure out how to fit illustration on the top of your construction paper.
I'm only at the beginning points of it. You brought up with Scarlett. I have felt it, but to a very minor degree of what you're feeling right now. But it's starting with her hair growth. I know that's like a weird place to go, but it's like very visible. It's like being able to mow your lawn and like seeing the work that you've done. Her hair growing, it's every day. I'm like, it's longer every day.
Yeah, you're a new person.
I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited that her hair's coming in and that we're playing with it in bath time and stuff. But also I'm like, you were bald, you had no hair. And now, oh my gosh.
Scotty, now we're messing with a little ponytail to where it's just, she looks like a little Who from Dr. Seuss, like a Dr. Seuss book where she's got her little ponytail, but it sticks straight up. And you love them because it's so adorable, but it's also like, oh, you're getting hair now.
Yeah.
And even though, like, to you, when you're like, oh, that's kind of mine feels minor in comparison to what you're going through, dude, it's all whether you have a newborn, a toddler, and I just have a toddler right now. But I'm assuming every parent that goes through whatever iteration of life that they're in, it's all the same emotion and the same feeling. Yeah. It's like when she rolls over to her belly for the first time. It's just like it's pandemonium in the house. When her hair is growing, when she starts saying dad or mama or just their first word, or just consonants, they're just making sounds. It's like pandemonium in those moments.
Yeah.
And you got to try and bottle them up because there's going to be the next thing.
Yeah. The country, I will never tell you to put a country song on, and I will never tell you to turn off a country song. That's where I stand with country.
Yeah.
I know it and I like it. But those don't grow up, little girl type of like songs now they're hitting, dude. They truly are hitting.
We just had Luke Combs on the bus, which will release in like early March, I believe. Yes. But just sitting and talking with Luke Combs, and you can tell he loves fatherhood.
Yep.
And he brought up this album, which I was fired up about, but it's called Father and Sons or Fathers and Sons.
Yes.
Another one that just like, it just has you living in all the, like your relationship with your parents, like you being a parent, ties it all together. There's that one from Post Malone that I've brought up about his baby girl growing up and she's getting married. That'll just have you, if you're a girl dad, you're in tears listening to that song.
That is the exact song that I was referencing. I didn't know if I could say Luke Combs, but I'm glad you brought it up. I hope he doesn't find out that I didn't hang the moon, that song about his son. Jill, that was like her song during pregnancy, and she would cry every time. I never cried, not once. And then when we booked Luke Combs, she was like, honey, he's the guy, like I'm obsessed with him. He's the guy that, but I was like, we'll play the song. I don't remember the song. Bro. Oh, I made it to the first chorus and I was like, oh, Lee, dude, I'm starting to feel these things now. Like this is.
And those feelings are the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Even though like as men, you feel weak, like it feels weak to us.
Yeah.
But bro, the amount of times you start crying as a parent, I feel like I cry at least once a week. If you add up the average throughout a year.
Absolutely. Brother, our little 2-month stint, whatever that was, where it was
at least on this show,
that was crazy. The Jill and I were talking about the moment of when she told me that she was pregnant, I told her that I wanted to go to Target and go to the baby section and just go walk around. And driving to Target, she wanted to drive. I put my hand on her stomach, and that's when it really hit me. I didn't really tear up like looking at the pregnancy test, but I put my hand on her stomach. And as we were driving down 65 to that Brentwood Target, and bro, it hit me like a brick wall. I broke down, and I was thinking about that exact moment very recently with Scarlett of like, you were in there. Like you were like a little chicken nugget back then, but like that was you. Like my hand was on her belly and you were cooking in there. And now you're here and you're this person. And I thought I loved you then when I was like crying, but now I have to like physically kind of hold back when I squeeze you because I literally might pop you.
I could suffocate you.
I could kill you. But
you're right though. Those cheeks on your face right now, Dada could put them in the oven at 375 and take a knife to them because I want to eat them so badly.
I like truly, it's insane. It's insane. I was even happy. I got home.
Got tears. You're glossed over. Right now.
Glossed over.
You're glossed
over. I got home like later than you. Mondays are just like crazy days here. That's usually my late day. But I was so excited that I caught her before she got in her crib. I was like stoked on that.
Yeah.
I used to come home to like Scarlett, like you would kind of like walk in with, and I'll do this for the rest of my life. Like you kind of walk in, you're like, oh man, you know, fatherhood doesn't stop. I got to keep being a dad. I got all this stuff to do. And yesterday it was like, I got to get in before she goes into the crib. I got to kiss her.
Yeah.
I have to kiss her before she goes in that crib.
And the hard part about that is when they get older, like Ruby and 3, she very much gets sad when mama and dad like leaves the house. We're like wondering when we're coming back. Like, hey dad, are you going on a plane? And because if she knows I'm going on a plane, I won't be there for that time or anything. Dad's not going on a plane. Like Dad's just going to work for a little bit. I'll be back. We'll be hanging out the back half of the day. Yeah. But then there's this like guilt side, this sadness that creeps in because you just feel like you're letting them down because they don't fully understand yet. And the fact that they don't understand and it's so innocent that they're just sad that you're leaving. You're like, I feel so bad that I feel like I'm taking something away from you right now.
Yeah.
Because when they're little, you have all those things. I got to get back, like just to give them a kiss, good night. But also, you know that their brain doesn't fully comprehend that dad has gone for the day. They're happy to see dad. It just gets worse,
big
bro.
time. Also, that was from just one email response to our.
Oh yeah. And again, got to keep this show under an hour. And I was also thinking too, like when you were telling the story about driving down the highway and your hand is on wifey's belly, on Julie Bean's belly, and now they're sitting in the car seat in the back seat. But just if you think about when you go through buds training, they're pregnant, they're about to pop. All the fears and unknowns that are weighing on you as much as you're enjoying the moment of putting your hand on it, also appreciating, like, I'm so fired up to be a dad, but I'm also terrified.
So fucking scared.
And now they're just sitting in the back seat and you're like, yo, we're a family.
Yes.
Like how nuts is this?
Yes.
Anyway, got to keep it under.
Got to keep under an hour. I got Donnie Maz on YouTube. He says, first time, long time, not really first time, but father of 3, 4-year-old and 20-month twin boys from Staten Island. Dude, I want to meet Donnie. This is a PT sicko. I think the answer to Will's question about the hardest thing is just knowing that you're doing it right. We all have these goals on what and how to raise our kids to be hardworking, respectful, and responsible people in this world. But the reassurance of what you're doing is correct and right and in the best interests of our children, ourselves, and our family. Yeah, he's starting to have those thoughts because he's got a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
He's got a 4-year-old. And like the 4-year-old starting to like develop that personality. I could totally see that of like, am I pointing them in the right direction? That's a whole other vault.
Yeah, all those fears that you probably live with, like as they are going through, because Ruse and she's 3 at school right now, but it's not, you're not dealing with all the social issues of them coming home and, somebody might have said something mean to them, or there's actual drama or beef going on with a friend, or a situation happened and you're trying to coach them through.
Yeah.
Like, am I leading them in the right direction? But I love that response.
From Donnie and Staten Island.
you just innately know that you're doing it right, but doing it right too is just, man, and it's just pain. It's so sad, man.
It really,
right?
It really is.
Right? Am I?
No, it
right,
is
guys?
sad. It is sad.
Because that is true.
I'm not even close to being there. And I'll stop saying that. But like, Scarlett's only 6 months. But I'm already starting to have those thoughts in my head of like the person that she's going to develop into.
Yeah.
Like, will she be excited for school?
Yeah.
Or will mornings be a drag? Like when I'm getting her ready for daycare. And in my head, I like to tell myself, oh, she's going to love school. I just have a feeling.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Like when he's like, you're doing it right. I think over the weekend, Matt Leinart had a tweet or a post that he put out because he's taking his son.
Boy was in the feels.
Yeah, his son, he's a quarterback, right? He's going to TCU.
Is he really?
I think so. Like he's an athlete. Like he's got what you want. If you're a former athlete, you raise an athlete. And I love just his vulnerability of posting that he's struggling going to drop. Is that right? TCU? SMU, my fault. SMU.
Okay.
That could right there. That's probably a rivalry in itself.
It is.
But he's going to drop his boy off at school, and he's like he's kind of posting through it.
Yeah.
And I loved it because this is like this is a former quarterback. This is a guy. You know what I mean? This is a man's man. And his boy seems to be like he's becoming a man's man. He's a quarterback. He's on scholarship. Probably has an NIL deal.
Yeah.
Going to SMU, and he's got his dad just tweeting about how sad he is that he's dropping his son off like, oh, Dad, come on. But they probably have such a bond and a relationship that it's just so hard. When you get to that point, I'm sure he had so many tears to where that's how you hope to feel when you send your kid off to school. And that's probably the most painful feeling when you are dropping them off at school. Because like, man, I was so intentional and we did this right and I wish I could have all these moments back. And you're now becoming a grown man and you're going to college to where I'm going to be far away. I'm going to be a flight away. I'm sure he's going to go to a lot of his stuff, but it just feels like it's a very emotional time.
Yeah.
Do you watch Landman?
I've watched episodes in season 1.
Okay.
Hey,
but you guys watch Landman? You guys at home watch Landman?
Yeah, up until like
very popular show.
3 episodes of season 2. Someone's been tweeting about Landman. I forgot who. Talking about the season finale.
Finale is incredible.
Yeah.
The finale is incredible. Anybody who's wavering off of Landman, because I understand that our audience is feeling because it's such a good show. It's and some of the story arcs, you get off on these side missions that you're just like, all right, we don't need any of this. I don't need the old people's home. I don't need the relationship with the son and the gal who just had the baby. Mm-hmm. I don't need any of that stuff.
Got soap opera.
Yeah, I don't need Rebecca and the Australian guy. I think he's British. People are kind of correcting me. He's a British dude or an English dude. I don't need the little love interest going on. I need Rebecca to be a shark as a lawyer, how she is in the season finale. Landman's great, but there's an episode where the daughter is going to TCU. She's going off to school, and her mom, who, by the way, the mom is the from the movie. Not the Varsity Blues.
She is from Varsity Blues.
The Sunday outfit, the whipped cream.
Absolutely.
But the mom is sending her to TCU, and she's just broken down as she's dropping her baby off, and she's calling Billy Bob like, so you're just not going to be here with me today? Like, you're just going to go off to work and pretend none of this is happening. And, Billy Bob, he's got his one-liners to where he just goes off to work and does his thing. It's like, Christ, these women and their emotions.
Fucking cleaning up all this shit.
Yeah. And mom just feels like she's going through it on her own, but that's how I envision what those days are going to be like whenever Rue and Scotty go off to college.
Oh,
just a mental pretzel.
The mental pretzel of Scarlett needed to be under Billy lights when she was born, and we had gotten no sleep. This was like day 2 in the hospital, and they're like, "Hey, for y'all to get sleep and for her to be under the Billy lights, we can just take her to the nursery. It's two rooms down from the room we're in." And bro, them wheeling out Scarlett from our hospital room, you would have thought she was going off to college. Jill and I started weeping. And we had only known Scarlett for maybe 16 hours, 17 hours at that point. And it's like, I told Jill in that a moment. I was like, if this is this feeling, college is not going to be okay.
I mean, daycare was emotional. Daycare's emotional. Dropping her off at school for the first day, and Charles and I just got to go park in a parking spot just so we can have a good cry for a second. Or I see her tearing up, and I'm like trying to hold back tears. I'm like, hey, you know, we ended up like laughing from it. I'm like, there, here come the waterworks. You just got to kind of take a moment because she's just like, oh.
Did you see Leinert's other post about his kids he made? I think it was like last week. He has a video of him sitting at the table and his wife's recording, and the kid goes over and says, "Hey, Alexa, who's Matt Leinart?" And Alexa goes, "Matt Leinart is a great college quarterback that played at USC and did this national da-da-da-da-da-da. His pro career did not amount to much." It just shuts off, and Matt's like, "What the fuck?"
That's hilarious. No, I did not see that.
Oh, dude.
With dad content.
Dude, he does, man. I enjoy me some Matt Leinart, bro. Enjoy me some Matt Leinart. Offered him up some Olipop. People are like, oh, you're doing an advertisement post, everything. Hey, we're trying to get our PT sickos right, man. Nothing like a nice cold Olipop, a crisp apple.
Tell me you've never had Olipop without telling me you've never had Olipop. Will was putting out legitimate help for a dad.
Yeah, I'm trying to help my fellow PT6er out in that moment.
Yeah.
Buddy, I know it's hard. All PT6, we got our arms around you.
Yeah.
Because you lose one off to college, we're all sad. Yeah. I'm now like in it with all these dads who post about their stories. I'm in it with them.
For sure.
Got to keep it under an hour.
Got to keep it under an hour. I got Jason H2876. He says PT6er of 2 girls, a 5 and 3-year-old. Hearing Will talk brings me back to when my oldest was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. As a father and man, it is the hardest thing to be in this situation where you have no control over anything. One thing I've learned in the past 3 years of her living with this is that you have to take the little wins. Maybe you can't control everything, but be the best at what you can. My wife and I have tackled this as a team, and her A1C hasn't been over 7 in the past 1.5 years. That's very hard to do, by the way.
Yeah.
Very hard to do.
Yeah.
Well done by Jason H.
Well done by Jason. I have another one here from Alex Briscolino.
Ooh.
Hey, For the Dad's crew, this is Alex Briscolino. I'm from Chicago, and I'm a father of 2 absolute studs of children. My oldest is 2.5-year-old boy named Bennett and an 8-month-old daughter named Reagan. After listening to the episode this week and listening to old Willie One Shelf talk about the parts of parenting that are the hardest and asking the PT6 community what they think are the hardest parts of parenthood is, my answer is that both the greatest and hardest part of parenthood, he's putting a double stamp on it for all of us, watching them grow up. Oh, this thing hits so hard because as a parent, there are so many times that you reflect on the accomplishments of your little one, where it makes you so proud of them. On the other hand, it makes you sad because all the moments that we remember from when they were little are now gone. I tell all the PT6 community to cherish every moment that you spend with your kiddo because it all goes by way too quick. From the midnight feeds to my toddler wanting to have ice cream for dinner and then wanting to listen to Skrilla on repeat. All the emotions, tears, frustrations, crying, laughs, and love are all worth it because at the end of the day, your kiddo loves you with every ounce of their being. Never forget that. And just a reminder too, because I love this ride and appreciate you, Alex. Shout out, Alex. But his oldest is 2.5 years. Like we're talking about that. My oldest is 3. Your oldest right now is 6 months. And we have all of these emotions. Talk about the memories that we have right now. And you know, there's PT6ers out there that have kids that are now off to college or they're now grown or they're listening to us and just thinking about, they would reiterate and say all of the same things. And they almost envy that we have a 3-year-old, a 2.5-year-old with Alex, an 8-month-old with Alex, a 6-month-old with Scarlett, because they would love to go back in it and envy what we get to go through again. They wish they could relive it. And maybe they don't. Maybe they're like, man, I poured everything in towards the most beautiful time ever. I wish I could relive these memories and moments. But I also feel great about where everything's at. But boys, the young PT6ers out there, cherish all of it. But yeah, good. Hey,
good sewed.
Good sewed, man. Yeah, good sewed.
Good sewed.
Are we under an hour? I think we got to cut it off. We can't get to these new dads.
I do have a very fun. I thought we could jump into the hate mail really quick before we go into the positives.
Hate mail?
Hate mail. We have our first hate mail to For the Dads podcast. that we wanted to.
There's a lot of excitement that you have with this, and here's where my brain's going. I'm in fight or flight right now.
I got
Does PT6 need to be in fight or flight? Do we need to think about barricading up?
Hey,
and going to war?
Here's the deal. People can get mad at this. PT6 can deploy on this guy. I'm not against that, but I have to say, I think this guy pretty much kind of nailed his summary of our podcast.
Okay.
Like, he's not far off. This comes from Phoenix 138 on Spotify.
Oh, you didn't need to say his name for everyone here. What was
Phoenix
it one time?
138?
Yeah.
Don't say
okay,
his
so that's
user.
That's PHOENIX-138 on
Sure,
Spotify.
man.
What was it
Phoenix.
again? I missed it.
Phoenix-138 on Spotify. Yeah. This was 2 days ago. He said, 1-star podcast. Go back to the
1 star?
1-star podcast. Go back to the drawing board, guys. It's like dumb Call of Duty sport betting bro talk. It's like dumb Call of Duty sport betting bro talk goes, well, I'm a dad now. He nailed it.
Was that the full comment?
That's the full comment. I'm like, hey, you got the premise of the show.
At that point, the show's just not for you.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just not for him.
It's just not for him. So we could go after him for sure.
Well, if he had a set of balls, he'd drop his social name.
Bro,
Read the comment again.
1-star podcast.
Get back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board, guys.
Oh, no.
It's like dumb Call of Duty sport betting bro talk goes, well, I'm a dad now.
I bet his wife was right behind him when he wrote that. Just like, see, this is so dumb.
Yo,
Just talk about sports.
She probably loved the show.
Let's break it
She
down.
probably loved it.
For the people that do sports bet, is sports betting fun?
No, yeah.
Does it have its moments of adversity?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
Do dads love their bros?
Yeah.
Are there moments of adversity with their bros?
Yeah.
Is Call of Duty fun?
Is Call of Duty fun? Is PUBG fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is getting a great KD ratio fun?
Yeah.
Can it be shitty at times?
Absolutely. It has its adversity. Boom.
Fun. Embracing the suck.
Embracing the suck.
He did nail it.
He nailed it. And that, I guess
But 1 star, if we nailed what he thinks we are, why wouldn't that be a 5-star podcast?
I was about to say, he broke down pretty much, I mean, minus the sports betting. We don't really talk about that on the show, but, yeah. Welcome to the show, Phoenix.
Welcome to fatherhood, Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix might not be a dad. He might be an ST6er,
Could be a
but it could be.
Could
It
be. Oh,
an
yeah, I guess
MT6er.
it could be.
Could be an
That actually
MT6er.
in context
Hate the
is wild.
negativity, trying to
Yeah.
be negative.
Yeah.
We like to have fun. We have no
do.
clue what we're doing. That's why we sit here and talk about it with our community.
Absolutely.
We tell our own stories.
Yeah.
Make light of it.
Yeah.
That's what we did before fatherhood. Now we
about-
realize how serious it is.
Yeah, true. And if we did come with all the receipts and all these studies and stuff, at the end of the day, I am just a bro. So who am I to tell you what to do?
Yeah.
At least I'm just hanging out on this pod and just saying, hey, I cry a lot when I see my daughter getting older.
Yeah.
It makes me sad
Yeah.
because that's about the only thing I'm an expert in is crying.
Yeah. I'm a dude. I'm a bro. I love football.
Yeah.
I love video games a lot in my past life. I still love dabbling in some video games in this life where I can find time to do it.
Tell him what,
I enjoy
tell him
I
what-
enjoy having fun with life.
tell him what you said to Jill on the phone.
Yeah. So over the weekend, caught a pod because again, football season is kind of coming to an end. So there's not a lot of games on, which by the way, I love the NFL. I love playoff football because games are done by a reasonable hour. It's not like Sunday night football or Monday night football kicks off at like 7:30
That is a great take.
Central Time. It's like
Yes.
it's happening now at like 5:30 to where you get to enjoy the game. And then by the time the game's done, it's still about 9 o'clock at night.
Yes.
So we had a pocket to where it's like, oh man, there's not a whole lot to prepare a whole lot for the next week to where you're trying to gather all this information and storylines going on in the football world so I can be prepped and ready to go for all the shows that we do the next week. It kind of felt like it is a good weekend. We get to watch a couple games of football. We kind of have an open night because Shaw and I finished His and Hers. By the way, if you're a couple out there and you're looking for a show on Netflix,
It's
a
a good
limited
show.
series, His and Hers on Netflix, good.
I love that actor. I forget his name.
John, yeah.
That's
He's an
right. We were
HTTR
talking
guy.
about
He's a
that.
Washington fan. I want to say we had it back and forth one time back on Twitter in the early days. Early days.
He's the most fascinating man ever. He trained professionally in Russia to be an actor. Like, his story's crazy.
Baseball player too.
And he loves being a dad. He's got that famous that viral podcast with Shia LaBeouf where they kind of talk about parenthood and fatherhood. Highly recommend that as well. But Char and I, we finished his and hers. Like, we finished our show because it's only 6 episodes long. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, we got an opportunity tonight. We got a chance. Yeah.
So eloquently quoted. Yeah.
Yeah. An opportunity to go have some fun and play some video games tonight with the boys. It's about 9:30. Got to get a couple hours under our belt. So I hit up Sherm. And it's Saturday. This felt like a day we alluded that could be a possibility.
Absolutely.
Comms are quiet throughout the night. So I just shoot the eyes. Where are we at tonight, boys? Jared kind of gives us, I could be on. I'll be a game time decision. It is looking optimistic.
Yeah.
It is looking like an opportunity is upon us.
Yeah.
And Sherm hasn't answered yet. But I know Sherm's been trying to have intentionality behind not being on his phone, like screen time and everything else. So I'm thinking like, okay, how do I get a hold of Sherm? Because he hasn't hit the chat back. However, I see Sherm respond to somebody on X. A PT6er out there dropped his psychotic meal with Olipop.
Did you see that with the shrimp cocktail and the pizza?
Olipop pizza.
I loved it.
A+. But then he also had some cold shrimp cocktail on the photo too. And he's got some cold shrimp cocktail, pizza, and Olipop. Kind of that's a different, but hey, we're not here to judge any PT6.
We're not here to judge.
But I see Sherm respond to him and be like, oh, this is awesome. And Sherm is responding to that on X after the group chat has been hit up.
That's weird.
And people have been reaching out to Sherm. So I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. Maybe he won't be able to go tonight, which would be fine, but we just need some comms. We need some PT6 communication taking place. So I'm trying to scroll and figure out, my phone had died and I turned it back on. So my messages hadn't loaded because I'm trying to type in Jill and see where I can find Jill's old number so I can reach out to Jill myself. So I can't find it. So eventually I just call Sherm. Sherm picks up. He gives me a debrief on the things that have been going on the last couple hours. He's been apparently ripping a resume for PT6. He was operating.
I really was.
He felt good. And I'm like, I want to talk to Jill. So he puts me on speaker with Jill, and I want to see if Sherm can play with the boys. She's like, hi, Will. Hello, Will. Jill, it's so good to talk to you. You sound beautiful. Hey, listen, do you think Sherm can come out to play with his friends tonight? She laughs.
She goes, like outside?
Yeah, like come outside and play. This is me knocking on the door, see if Sherm can hang out with his friends tonight.
Yeah.
And she gives him the go ahead. She gives him the green light. It's up from there.
It was up from there.
We get on comms. We get on the controller. We have, again, not Call of Duty, but PUBG.
Oh, yeah. Phoenix would have been pissed with how much fun we were having. It was... and just a little backstory of the leading into that phone call. I basically, or I'll save it for Crack a Cold One, actually.
Okay.
Or I could get into it for the Crack a Cold One. I know we have other comments.
Let's just shout out a couple new dads. Let's shout out a couple new dads. PT6 Frank _ Apple Podcast. Okay, it's PT6 Frank. This is on Apple Podcast. You can leave comments on Apple Podcasts as well.
You can.
Good. Fella's been listening till day one. Fella's been listening. I think he meant since day one. And I'm living in the best times. Baby girl woke me up at 4 a.m. and didn't go back to sleep. Good. It's currently 4:29 in the morning right now, and I'm on the couch with her while she eats pancake and sausage on a stick and watching Mickey Mouse. Wonderful. That's awesome. She doesn't know Dad went to sleep at 1 a.m., but I'm here and ready for that lefty on the mound. Love the show. Keep up the good work, and hopefully there's no bears in the restroom when we go shopping later today.
God, dude,
Good.
He's locked in.
Shout out Frank.
Congrats
on being a new dad.
Hey, shout out the pancake and sausage on a stick. Forgot that existed.
Yeah.
That was fire in elementary school. Blake F13 on, this is an email. Okay. Boys, bravo for this idea and congrats on all the success. My wife and I had a loss at 19 weeks last year. Rough time for the home team. Fast forward a year, and we are expecting a baby boy in June. Come on, Blake.
Let's go.
Thanks so much for the content and encouraging stories from members as well as yourselves. Let's go, Blake.
Dude, shout out Blake, man.
Boom.
Yeah, that's big time.
Boom.
Can only imagine. Dude, 19 weeks along and getting some bad news. I have another one here from Blake. This one is Blake James.
Ooh. Shout out, Blake.
We got a photo too. Shout out the new squad,
Yo.
MT6 and PT6. Hey, boys, this is Blake James. 2 weeks ago, I became a PT6 member. Good. Official girl dad. My wife gave birth to our baby girl at 1:08 in the morning on January 1st. We have a New Year's baby. She was the first baby born for the start of 2026.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Got to give a huge shout out to my gangster ass wife, Gracie. She pushed for a little over 2 hours. Good.
Good, Gracie.
But they put us in the newspaper and I had the merch on. Love the podcast. Hope to get a shout out. Hope the boys and their babies are happy and healthy. And here's the photo.
They put
Shout
us
out.
in the papers.
They got them in the papers. Blake and Gracie, shout out to you guys. That is awesome.
Blake made the papes. Come on. That's so sick, dude.
2 hours?
2 hours, first baby of 26.
My wife was pushing for 40 plus.
You talking gangster ass wife.
Yeah, come on. That was kind of soft. I'm just. I'm just.
We're joking.
We're busting balls. This is where Phoenix is right. Hey, we're
joking.
busting balls. We're joking. We're joking.
We'll go back to the drawing board. Connor Shaw here.
Some of my shits have taken 2 hours, but go off, nigga. We're joking. We're having fun on the podcast. That's all we're doing.
Congratulations, Blake. Jeez. Connor Shaw says, boys, in all caps, wifey and I are expecting our first tomorrow, Saturday. Dang, so this was just 3 days ago, and we couldn't be more excited. #GirlDad. This pod has not only helped me prepare, but it's encouraging me that there's a community of other dads out there who are not experts, in parentheses, sharing their wins, losses, and tips. P.S. The hospital is humbling me with the chair that I am pretty sure they just moved from the waiting room. Oh, Connor. He said good. Connor Shaw, if you are still in said hospital, or you actually probably just got home with your little bundle of joy, they had them on Saturday. Congratulations
big
to you
shout out,
guys,
man.
Dude. Congratulations. And try to get some sleep.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, dude. Be locked
PT6
in.
welcomes you.
I forget everything that comes with these new dads because I'm like so excited for them. And then I kind of get a little PTSD flashback to like my little trench. And I'm like, oh man, those first 4 weeks.
Yeah. But shout out to new dads. Man, crack a cold one to the new dad.
Crack a cold one.
We got some, our crack a cold one always brought to us by the wonderful Olipop. Olipop has a new flavor, Shirley Temple.
Yes, they do.
So if you're a good, like a non-alcoholic bevy person, we now have Shirley Temple available for Olipop. Again, 9 grams of prebiotic fiber, 3 to 5 or 2 to 5 grams of sugar per can.
Yeah.
And they got a variety of flavors. I run through my list all the time. Crisp apple, watermelon, lime, classic grape. Those are my top 3. Shirley Temple is in my top 5. It's a very good taste. Light on the tummy. And you don't feel guilty afterwards.
Will, I could not agree more with Olipop. I love that the Shirley Temple, it's very Valentine's Day themed. That's kind of my favorite thing. We had mentioned it in our little Valentine's clip. I love the pink. I love the look. And of course, you get, okay, I've looked into this and I can't wait to do it because I went to Drink Olipop /BWTB to see how it works. But essentially, you get a free can of Olipop right now if you buy any 2 cans at an Olipop store, and Olipop will pay you back. They will literally PayPal or Venmo you money if you send them your receipt that you bought 2 cans of Olipop at a store. They'll pay for 1 of the cans.
No shit.
I swear to God. And I want to do it this week because I'm like, that is like actually a ton of fun. Like I want to see how it works. I want to get a Venmo from Olipop.
And what you need to do too, because these are going to be future retweets.
Oh yeah.
But you brought up the Valentine's Day theme. Imagine having a couple cans of Shirley Temple Olipop sitting there, packaged with the new Bussin' Valentine's tea.
We didn't even bring this one up. Did we bring this one up?
I don't think
we
we
talked
did.
about it.
You keep my heart bussin'. and a lot of the fun little Valentine's Day hard candies that you used to get from your little secret crush. It says, for the boys, down bad for you, MT6, no free shout-outs, locked in, all written on the little heart candies. Tier 1 lover.
Tier 1, dude.
If I had one, free to speak?
Yeah, free.
But one iteration.
You own the company, permission to speak.
I feel like we should have more of Valentine themed colors versus the black. But maybe that could be that could be a cold take. It could be a cold take.
I think there are color options.
I don't know about color options for that one. I know this black shirt that is the same as Sherm's will have pink text.
Yes, Sherm's got the white one on.
Sherm has the white with pink.
Milk
there
Team
will be
6.
a black with pink text. I know that shirt. And then I do believe, I could be wrong, there is obviously additional bussin' merch that, I don't know if it's a hat or something that I believe is pink. Could be terribly wrong.
Love it. And either way, what I'm talking about for the retweet, like say you had this shirt right here, my forever rodeo.
Yeah.
If you had that shirt nice and folded with a couple Olipop Shirley Temple sitting there, that's a photo that's just
ding, 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 ding.
That's retweet.
Yeah, that's retweet
Unlimited.
city. If you want a Willie C retweet, that's you're headed in the right direction.
That one's gonna fire me up. That's the gift that the boys got for their wives.
And guys, again, that works on any flavor at any retailers. It does not have to be the Shirley Temple. It could be Will's favorite, classic grape. It could be root beer,
crisp apple.
It could be crisp apple. Watermelon lime. Any of those flavors. Cream soda.
Olipop is everywhere.
Has anyone tried lemon lime yet?
I have not.
I saw it. I was going to go lemon lime, but I also saw orange squeeze. So I wanted to try like the orange soda style of Olipop.
Oh, Sunday went to go get my pub sub and I saw it in Publix and I grabbed it. Quite delicious.
Oh God.
That one does seem like a good light one, like not one that doesn't feel like it's a syrupy taste. Like a lemon lime feels like a good
very
Olipop.
And compared to other competitors that we will not name, it is, in my opinion, doesn't have that syrupy taste.
Yeah, dude.
It has that really light. It's really punchy with the lime taste, which I love. It's incredible. I was blown away, and I was wondering if any of you guys have tried it.
No, have not.
Not yet. Can't wait to get my hands on it.
I didn't even know.
It's gonna be a 2-hand grab too.
Didn't even know they had an orange flavor. To be honest, I'm big on like orange flavors, so that is the next one I want to try.
They have a full Rolodex, man. Crack a cold one to Olipop.
Crack a cold one. Make sure to go to drinkolipop.com. That's /BWTB. Olipop sold online at drinkolipop.com plus Amazon and available in the soda aisle and with the chilled beverages at thousands of retailers nationwide. That's including Walmart and Target. Will Compton, what is your crack a cold one?
My crack a cold one's going to go to the upcoming snow weekend.
Oof.
It's going to be taking place here in Nashville.
Come on.
Optimism.
Yeah, what are we
when
doing?
a big snow's coming? Right now we're looking at, last I saw, 15 to 18 inches on the weather app.
Yeah, dude, I saw up to 19 inches on weather.com.
It's going to be nuts. Some people dislike snow days.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. We just like, hey, we know it's coming. We can't control what's about to happen to us. We control how we respond.
Yes, sir.
You want to be a thermostat, not a thermometer.
Come on.
You don't want to be sitting there just because it gets cold. Now you get cold, you get a little cold-hearted, you get a little pessimistic.
Yeah.
You get a little anti-snow. You don't want to do that. Hey, snow's coming. What are we going to do about it?
Pro snow.
We got here's how we are equipping ourselves.
Okay, let me get
right
my
now.
notes.
You're going to assume that you can't get out of the house. That's what you have to assume, because when we can get to a hill, we got the sleds ordered, ready to go. They're going to be coming in. You got to get the outfits ready, the boots, the heavy outerwear for the kiddos. They're gonna argue with you about when to put gloves on. I'm more of a dad that'll take the approach. Okay, you go out there and find out the hard way. Yeah. Oh, you want to wear a dress outside instead of all these layers? Go ahead, be my guest.
Yeah, Frostbite's actually really cool. You should check it out.
Yeah, step outside. I'm telling you right now, it's freezing. You're gonna hate that you're wearing a dress, but go outside right now and find out for yourself. You're gonna come back in. You're gonna be like, all right, Dad, let's get the outerwear on.
Oh, Dad was right.
But building a snowman will be on the docket. Getting on the sled will be on the docket. Maybe get a little snowball fight in, just kind of see where Rue's mental's at, because I might send her into a blender.
Do you have a carrot for the snowman nose?
Great note.
I didn't want to tell you how to do it, but
Hey, this is PT6 game. Listen, if you're thinking about, well, you're in Nashville, you're in a spot where it's going to snow this weekend. Maybe you're in a spot where it's snowing right now.
Yeah.
Again, be a thermostat, not a thermometer. We can't control the weather. It's happening to us.
Yes.
We get to have a snow day.
Also, I have some extra charcoal for you if needed. I can put it in a little Ziploc bag because I know you got a propane grill. You were telling me.
Yep. Great game from a PT6 right here. So if you're prepping for this snow day and you think you're going to build a snowman, go out and get what's needed for the snowman. Get some charcoal. Get some maybe black buttons. Get the carrots for the nose.
Yep.
Maybe a little cute hat.
Ooh, a scarf.
Make sure you get the scarf.
Have to.
I have a quick tip on game here.
Oh, please.
If you're a big sledding person, learn this one when I was a little kid. The old man made one of the best calls he's ever made, snow day wise. Don't get the saucer, the saucers and everything, the little plastic sleds are great. Get you an actual wooden sled with the iron railing, the old school style, like the Red Rider. Those things, especially if you're on a hill, ice is over, fly. You want to talk about having fun on a sled? Those things, especially if you got little boys, toddlers, you might want to be a little more careful because these things go. But I'm telling you, once you start on a actual old school sled, one that goes up to like 25 miles an hour, you will never want to go on like a plastic saucer again in your life.
Once you start, you're never gonna stop.
You'll never stop. That's
What'd you order? Just wondering. What'd you order for
sleds?
For sleds.
Yeah. Ordered. I'll have to look at Amazon. Did not get that one. You don't want to go. You don't want to go too fast with Rue.
Yeah, true.
She'll want to go fast, but I'm saying that's
older.
The boys, I think 3-year-old boys would love something like that.
Probably, I would say like 5 to 6 and up is probably when my dad got one because they will, like, if you're on a big hill, especially out here in Tennessee, like it could be potentially dangerous.
Oh yeah,
they will actually, especially if it's an icy road, those things go.
Yeah, to me, you wanted a beginner level sled and create the hunger for wanting something better or wanting something faster.
Yeah,
you start off too fast and you have a bad moment, then you're shying them away from, hey, dude, snow days are fun. Sledding is awesome.
Yeah, I have a snowboard here at the shop that very easily you just sit towards the rear, you hold up the snowboard a little bit. It's a great little makeshift sled for now. Because Scarlett, I mean, we're talking 6 months. She's not
Scarlett's where you put her out there and you kind of just seeing what her reaction is to all the snow. And you're like, look at the snow on the ground.
Watch that sleigh.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They eat the snow. Do you want to eat some snow? Can I feed her snow?
Oh, he's got.
Like, can she do that? It's just water.
She drinks water, right? It's fine. And then, what else? As far as the snow day goes, you're talking snow day prep, and it turned. What was your last note? You said outfits, boots, gloves.
Outfits, boots, gloves,
snowman, sled.
Build a snowman.
Yep.
Make sure you have soup ready to go.
Oh,
whether you want to do chili, just know whatever you're going to need, whatever ingredients you're going to need inside the house to assume we're not going to be able to leave the house.
Okay, so the not leaving the house part remembered firewood. Yeah,
dude. Get the fireplace going. Oof. Maybe get the kids down early. And then an opportunity.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Skrilla starts playing. I don't even know if that's our song for riding Shockwave, but maybe.
And for people unfamiliar with Skrilla, just go to Spotify right now, type in Skrilla, sit back. That's theme music for Papa Team 6.
I love that. I am very excited for this snow day. It will be Scarlett's first snow experience. Scotty's first snow experience?
Yeah, because Scotty was only like a couple months last year.
Okay.
So yeah, Scotty's first real experience. She's going to love this.
Oh, man.
I can just see it now.
I hope Scarlett lights up, dude.
Rue's a little iffy about the first snow day.
Oh, really?
You had to get her bought in.
I do remember that. Yeah, she was having a little trouble with the snowman. Like she was crying a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll win her over this year.
I think Scotty's going to love the snow.
Oh.
Rue's going to love it now because last year she had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt. Scotty's just going to be pounding the snow. She's going to be out there going.
Snow angels.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's getting Rue to just lay on the ground, sweetheart. Yeah, it's going to be a little cold. It's going to be a little wet. You just got to embrace it.
And then weather.
Don't be a thermometer, Rue.
Yeah, hey, come on. That's a Dan Gable original. I
Is
don't
that a
even know.
Dan Gable
I don't even
original?
know if he said it, but I think he did.
These are the thermometer thermostat speech is one that if you're worth a shit as a coach, you're telling it to your team.
Yeah. Dan,
Parts of the year where guys are starting to bitch, you're starting to feel it a little bit. Listen, we can't control all this other bullshit.
yeah. Old man Dan's done that speech once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure Dan, yeah. There's a good coffee bean speech out there.
Google is saying that is a Martin Luther King Jr. quote.
Oh, there we go.
Shout out yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's correct,
MLK
but that's
Day
what
was on
Google said.
Monday. There we go.
That's wonderful. Well done, dude.
Well done.
Yeah. Also, weatherize your house. That was a big one for me last year around the snow day. Our pipes froze. And if I had gone underneath the house to check, I would have seen that some of those pipes were running on the ground. I needed to get them up in the beams or whatever they're called.
Okay, yeah, that's smart. That you're putting some young dads on game. They might need to go check the pipes.
Open your cabinets. That's a big one. I know that's a big one.
Open the cabinets?
Oh, yeah. For like keeping the sink from freezing over. Yeah. Apparently it helps the temperature to kind of enter into like the underneath of the sink and keep those pipes warm.
That's good game.
It's a little dad game. I'm no expert. My pipes have been frozen multiple times. Texans have no idea.
We got to get the community involved. When this drops, it'll be Wednesday morning. It's obviously you're listening, hopefully on Wednesday morning. Right now we're Thursday. Snow hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
So just drop any tips for snow days to prep work, whether it's, what is it, weatherizing your house, winterizing?
Yeah, yeah.
Winterizing
Did I say weatherizing?
No, I think I said, yeah. Either way, winterizing your house.
Yeah.
Whatever game's out there. We got to embrace the snow day. We got to embrace
dude.
the snow day.
And speaking of winterizing things or weatherizing them, I took Scarlett to the zoo this weekend. That is my crack a cold one. She just absolutely crushed it, dude. It's so much fun getting to hang out with people outside the house. I don't know if I touched on this last episode. Babysitter went absolutely fantastic.
Let's go.
Absolutely fantastic for Jared's show. So we have her schedule. We know her openings. We have 2 date nights scheduled for this month.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
Are you kidding me? January 28th.
How was the feeling when you left the babysitter the first time?
Dude, really, really well. I'm so glad that we did. Here's a little dad hack. Meet the babysitter in person before said babysitting night. That way you
Is that a dad hack? That just feels like you should probably just meet the babysitter.
Oh, parents, yes. Sorry, parents, yes, meet the babysitter. Have kid meet the babysitter.
There you go. Good clarification.
Well, thank you for asking
so
for
you can
clarification.
babysit at 7. How tall are you?
And they said you were pretty good, so I think we're gonna go with
You available here? All right, we'll see you there.
Honey, you've met her, right? Yeah, honey. I mean, come on. What do you think I am? When you get here, just say we.
Hey, look, I told my wife about you. I said I met you. I know we haven't met. Just whenever you come into the house, just say, "Hey, Sherm, good to see you."
If you tell her that you met me, we'll have a pizza there for you. We'll buy you a pizza. Okay. But she was great. Have your child meet them. Scarlett hung out with her at this coffee shop for like an hour and a half and was like getting on her chest, playing with her hair, yada yada. So when she came over on the night of, Scarlett
friendly
face. Scarlett was super sleepy and she just melted onto Julia's shoulder and out like a light, dude. So leaving was the easiest thing in the entire world.
Perfect.
I mean, she was PTO. Where was I going with that? Trip to the zoo. So, anyways, yeah, just getting out of the house is absolutely incredible and getting to hang out with adult humans. Got to meet some new friends. They were a couple friends of Jared's. That was very fun. They are actually about to enter into PT6 here in May.
Oh, let's go.
I told Jared, I was like, we got to hook up your boy Adam with some for the dad stuff. Lovely couple. Mom was asking me some questions about the strollers because guess what Sherman did? He forgot to bring his stroller to the zoo. So I got to rent a stroller from the zoo, got to pay money. That was fun. That was so fun.
I forgot the stroller. Good.
Got a stroller that's built for a 4-year-old, not a 6-month-old. Had to pack all these blankets in so she would fit.
You're sending Jill photos. Oh, what's that stroller? What happened to the stroller?
What stroller? Sherman, the Nuna or the Duna. We have 2 strollers. Where are they?
I forgot them.
And I'm going easy on Jill. They're in the back of her car, but I did not know.
No!
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Hey, I didn't know
You throw
that.
Jill under the bus?
I kind of did.
Everything she does for the family?
No. Hey, I was operating under the assumption that I had messed up is the funniest part. So all of my pictures were very strategically not Scarlett in the stroller throughout the entire day. And then realized when I got home and the stroller wasn't in there, I was like, oh, it's in her car.
So this one's on Jill.
This one's on Jill.
Oh.
Finally. Put up the graphic where it's like
Hang the banner.
where it's like 1,000 to 0 and just put a 1 for Sherman.
Hang the banner.
Oh, but dude, the zoo was just a ton of fun. Jared and his girlfriend Mackenzie, they're a wonderful couple. We love hanging out with them. It was very fun just to get to see Scarlett interacting with them, to get to see Jared and ST6er interacting with Scarlett. Jared might be in a little bit of trouble. He told us later that night he kind of fucks with babies now. Exact quote.
Yeah. Kind of fuck with babies now.
He kind of fucks with babies now.
Because Jared's a goon beret.
He's a he is. He's
ST6 team. So yeah.
With Goon Beret tendencies. And yeah, it was really fun to watch Mackenzie interacting with Scarlett.
Yeah.
And Scarlett loves girls. Loves girls. We were at Buffalo Wild Wings the other night and there was a little table of teenage girls. Scarlett watched them the entire day. Entire dinner. Thought she was one of them and wanted like, Mom, Dad, you go away, put me at that table.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, just getting out, going and doing stuff. The zoo, it was a ton of fun. Didn't winterize Scarlett very well though. She's kind of got a little like stuff in the cough. You know what I'm saying? Like she's got like some stuff in her lungs. So I kind of got a little talking to from Jilly Bean on that. We'll work on it. We're gonna.
You are winterizing her.
Yeah.
You gotta mold her.
I'm building up her strength.
Yeah, you're building up the strength. Got a little sickness, a little cough. That's good.
Honey, why are her cheeks chapped? What's going on with that? You didn't put any lotion or Vaseline on her? No, I didn't. Good. You know. Hey, did she have a whole other layer underneath her jacket? No, she didn't. Good.
Forgot to communicate about the stroller. Good. Forgot to put moisturizer on her. Good. She got a cough. Good.
Thought I was taking her.
Everything went great though.
Everything went great. Thought I was taking her to a restaurant. It was really just a bar that served food. Good.
Yeah.
Dude, the host that was like at the door to the place we walked in, when I walked in with Scarlett, was like, oh, okay, they're doing a baby. They were very nice and accommodating.
Shout out the corner bar.
Yeah,
corner
shout out the corner bar.
No free shout outs.
No free shout outs. It's a great spot if you're in Nashville.
Yeah,
they were very accommodating.
Speaking of zoo, we saw Zootopia 2 on Friday night.
Tell me about it because I freaking loved Zootopia.
Bro, Zootopia 2 is a banger. Great story arcs with characters, great twists. Rue's engaged the whole time. We took Rue to the movie theater on Friday night. Got a sitter for Scotty. So we had a little, mommy, daughter, or mom and dad taking Rue on a little date night to the movie theater for a movie night and Pizza Friday. Didn't get the pizza. But dude, Rue loved it. She's like sitting up on her edge of the seat the entire movie to the whole point to where probably the back third of the movie was left. She had to go potty.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to go potty. She wanted to watch the movie. Oh, it's like, all right, sweetheart, here's what we could do now. This is a little trick in movie because we can't pause the movie like we do at home. We can't pause while you go to the bathroom. There's a crowd in here. We can't pause the movie.
Was she asking to pause it?
Yeah, she was seeing if we could pause the movie.
So cute. I love that.
And I was like, but what we can do, this is a part, we just got done with a big moment. There's still a little bit of the movie left. If we run, we can run right now and go potty. And then we'll run back and we'll be able to see some great parts of the movie left.
Heck yeah.
I was like, but if you don't want to, you're going to have to hold it. You're going to have to kind of wrestle around and hold it. And she's like, I want to hold it, Dad.
That's a big moment.
She held it.
That's a big moment.
I thought for sure she was just going to pee.
Yeah.
She's going to pee through her underwear and we were going to have a little code red, get some napkins, kind of wipe it up.
Held it.
Yeah, she held it until after we run to the potty. She goes potty. But Zootopia 2 is phenomenal. Any parents out there who've seen Zootopia 1, Zootopia 2 is incredible. If you haven't seen it with your toddler yet, take your toddler.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Zootopia at all, You can just go watch Zootopia 2. You can start with Zootopia 1. It doesn't matter. But Zootopia is the move.
That's what I was going to ask you. As far as Zootopia 2 goes, I am a bit of a snob with movies. I just wanted to make sure it's not too many callbacks to the first. It's kind of its own original storyline.
Yeah, it's kind of its own. It's kind of its own original to where Fox and Bunny, like they save the day in the first one.
Yeah.
To where they are like vet cops now, and they kind of go off and do their own thing. They
like
still
that.
have the friction with the chief. Like what is it? The chief? What is he? A bull? Yeah, water buffalo.
Yeah.
But they have like all those little ties to the first one. But it's like it's a newer story. It's a good one. It's a good one. You'll like it.
Dude, Daniel Tiger would be very proud of Rue for holding it during the movie theater.
Yeah.
He's somewhere
Daniel Tiger would be pumped, and Tiggy was sitting there just holding her hand through it.
God.
But she loved it, bro. Shakira, she's like the, what is it, a gazelle? The antelope.
Yeah.
Shakira has another banger song to where we've been hitting that song. We've just been going back and forth on repeat from the first Zootopia and the second one. But she's got another banger song.
I forgot that was an original piece that she did for that first one. And when the credits were playing, we were watching Zootopia at the house.
Yeah.
It's like, God, I forgot what a banger this is.
Yeah. It was good, though. I highly recommend to all the parents.
I love that.
Everybody wants a good kids movie.
Yes. I actually have a dad hack or a survival kit for you specifically, Will, before we get into emails and call-ins.
Okay.
I know that you're going to be doing some moving here very soon.
Yeah.
I know the back has given you trouble in the past.
Yeah.
I got some KT tape for you. I think it's something that should be in every dad's survival kit. It's not going to help with anything structural. This is more of like a muscular thing. But just to keep you loose, to keep you operating during your move, I got some KT tape for you.
I appreciate that, man.
No free shout out to KT tape.
Yeah, no free shouts to KT.
Yeah.
Should we get into some the hotline?
Would love to.
I do have I guess before we get into the hotline, I have a dad hack here. We'll do the birthday shout out after the hotline and email. This one here, I got a dad hack from Colin on Spotify. Dad hack: use a pillowcase for stuffed animals in the winter or in the washer and dryer. Love you guys. Pillowcase for stuffed animals in the washer and dryer. Love you guys. We had a little bit of a situation last week where Rue was coaching me up on, hey, you need a bag for llama when we put llama in the or in the dryer. This one here, another dad hack from Alex. Dad hack for those out there that may be a little tight on funds. Start yourself a little emergency date night fund. I love this. Emergency fund that screams Dave Ramsey. Love Dave Ramsey.
Yep.
Been setting aside a few bucks each paycheck, knowing a time like this would come. Daughter just turned 8 months old. Sleep regression is in full effect, and mama just stopped pumping, so hormones are all over the place. Yes. This is great awareness.
Good.
And coverage right now from Alex.
Good, Alex.
She's getting some flowers sent to work on Friday.
Alex,
dude,
what a gangster.
Sunday night, we are going to get some margaritas and tacos. Ooh. Staying in a hotel and then massages on Monday.
What?
Mom has been through a lot and now time for a little pampering.
Yeah, we got to cut that from the episode because that's going to get me in trouble with Jill.
We can't let Phoenix hear that one.
That's crazy work by Alex.
Because that's a PT6er operating that standard.
Yeah. Phoenix is going to hate that. He's going to hate it.
What a Call of Duty bro Alex is.
I got Mighty DR82. He's on YouTube. He says, for sleep training, and I have heard of this book. I've heard good things. For sleep training, we did Taking Care of Babies. Which
I've heard about that one too.
She's got like that huge brand Taking Care of.
Big brand.
Yeah. Lifesavers. Sleep training your baby is foundational for staying sane. And then I have J Bald, 1992 on Spotify. Shout out to my brother, Matt Delaney, for getting me onto this podcast. Dad hack, find bros that are in the trenches with you. Matt and I are both teachers and both have the joys and stresses of spending our summers with kids. We both have 3. Sometimes we get together with the kids and sometimes we get together for some ice cold dad juice once the kids are all in bed. Either way, it's always a good time.
We might have to cut that comment.
For some ice cold Ollie-Pops once the kids are in bed. Either way, it's always a good time.
We might have to cut that comment.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because he said, find yourself a dad, bro. We can't find dad bros. Phoenix. That's what Phoenix wants. I love how the look on your face is so serious. Oh no, what just happened?
He reverted back to like, oh no, I said a sponsor competitor.
I went so producer brain. I was like, I don't know where Will Compton thinks why should we cut that?
Our dad bros.
You can't find dad bros. Parenthood.
You cannot do that, dude. Especially if you're trying to do a 5-star podcast.
You can't love any bros in fatherhood.
Not, dude. That's back to the drawing board behavior right there.
Yeah, get back to the drawing board. What was his name?
J-Ball, back to the drawing board, buddy.
J-Ball.
Good Lord. Hey, and your brother, Matt Delaney, same message to you, dude. And quit putting your bros on good pods.
Yeah, quit putting your
what are you
on
doing?
1-star pods.
Yeah, what are you doing, Matt? Oh my gosh. God.
All right, let's dive into the hotline 601 the dads if you want a chance to be featured on For the Dads.
This is Andy with the dad hack.
Boys, you got Andy here. Real quick, I got a pro tip for us.
Bro, I'm so excited for this.
It's one of my favorite call-ins we've ever received, just because of the voice and what he says.
What did he say at the top?
I'll start.
Do it again.
Golly.
Boys, you got Andy here. Real quick, I got a pro tip for expecting fathers, which is the situation I'm currently in. But before that, just want to let you know I'm a day one listener. I started listening first episode, and then I was like, well, I'll probably do this because I like these boys. And I figured you'd give me some wisdom for expecting a child in 2-3 years. A week later, my wife's like, hey, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, well, good news. I'm prepared because I've been listening to this podcast. So fast forward, here we are.
Everything about this.
Pro tip for the expecting fathers, you're probably going to have to go on some daycare tours. And if you've never been parents, you have no idea what to ask these people.
Yep.
We're in there asking them, like, where they play at? Where they sleep? Are the doors locked? We ain't got nothing. Man, before you go in, give it a quick Google. You look like a hero to your wife. You go in there and be like, what's the certification of the teachers? And the teacher's like, what a question from this woman. She gives me an answer. I didn't hear what you said. It sounded good. Followed up with like, who's CPR certified and what do we do to make sure you keep taking the courses?
Hell yeah, Andy.
They love that question. So yeah, just give it a quick Google. That's my pro tip. And y'all have a good day.
Bro.
That's A+ phone call from Andy right there. That's A+ phone call from Andy right there.
Andy. Dude, the fact that a guy that sounds like that loves his pod, Phoenix would piss his pants if Andy walked into a room. Would piss his pants. Andy's so on it.
Dude, he's on it. You cut through the fluff right there, Andy. His hack, his pro tip is any situation or conversation you're about to go into, use Google. Hey, what are good questions to ask?
Yes.
When talking to so-and-so as a parent.
And it is true. I talked about that on an episode with you guys of our shopping experience. I was the first guy that he described. I didn't Google beforehand.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything to ask. The only thing was the security measure, which was like, do the doors locked? He's exactly right.
Dude, he's shout out Andy.
Yeah.
And like, I think to times where we might be sitting with somebody that maybe babysits the kids or a potential nanny or a doctor or whatever it is. Charles will rip off some of these questions and then we'll kind of sit there because I'm kind of quiet the whole time. And Charles look over to me and we kind of just both smile at each other. She's like, you have any questions, sweetheart? I feel pretty good.
It's pretty good.
But that game right there, I need to, cut to the fluff. Use Google. Hey, I'm about to meet with this pediatrician. What are some good questions to ask as a father?
Oh yeah. You had a situation with your new house where you did the blue tape thing where y'all went around and you kind of blue taped everything. Yeah. I know renters do that all the time too, where you go through and you take pictures of stuff in the house. Any of those little things where it's like, dad could either go in completely blind or could go in and look like he did his homework. Well done, Andy.
I need Andy calling in more.
Yeah.
I need that voice in my life.
Yeah.
Boys, Andy here.
Andy, please.
Andy sounds like an older dad. Did he say how old his kids were?
Well, daycare. So
he gotta be younger.
Yeah.
But he has that voice of like a seasoned
Oh, like a
like
seasoned
late
vet.
50s, early 60s.
Who loves the A-gap? Who loves watching A-gap football?
They just don't run the damn ball no more.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't want to be that guy, but just guessing his accent, I feel like he's anywhere from Abilene, Texas to Little Rock, Arkansas is going to be my guess. And that could be somewhere in Oklahoma too. Andy, if you don't mind sharing your location, you just sound like my kind of people. You just kind of sound like a Texan, Andy. I like those boys. I listen to it.
That's your neck of the woods.
That's my neck of the woods.
He really throws for a loop. He's like, oh, fellas, I'm from Minnesota.
I'm from Fresno, man. I don't know what you're saying. Like, damn, okay, California. This is from V. He says, I thought I was ready.
Boys, it's V again. Left a voicemail about an hour ago. Hung up. My wife looked at me and was like, you really just butchered that. So I'm calling back because when it was happening, we watched someone go off the road because it's icy as hell out, so everyone be safe. But just my thing is I thought I had all this together because we're expecting our first in April.
Let's go.
And then I listened to the episode where you guys are talking about sucking mucus out of noses, and I look at my wife and I'm like, what are they talking about? And then I finally realized, like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So my question is there's all the basic stuff that, expecting fathers need, but what is the stuff that really threw you for a curveball that you really had to adapt and learn how to do? Appreciate you, boys. Talk to you soon. PT6 is out.
That's a good phone call.
That's a really good question.
The first phone call he sent in was much more mild and generic. The second one, you could tell the wife was like, you suck at that. And he's like, no, I'm calling back and getting it. And it was an hour on the dot. Shout out that guy.
He thought about it. He pulled an Andy and he said, what's a good question I can ask these boys?
Naturally, that's a great feeling and thought that you felt when hearing about the mucus and the snot sucking.
Yeah.
Because again, that was news to me. It was like, oh, hey, kid's got a stuffy nose. Like, how do we get this stuff even out of their nose? It's like, oh, we got this little bulb right here. That's when we first learned about the bulb. Then we go to the manual snot sucker. And then I'm learning through Sherm that there's this machine of a snot sucker out there that you don't have to sit there and feel like you're torturing the kid. They actually probably have fun with it or love it. Yeah. We're still in the process. I need to get my hands on those.
Bro, I ripped some mucus out this morning, by the way. Ripped some out with that electronic snot
And all went
sucker.
well?
Oh, yeah. And dude, I'm talking so much. And guys, we don't get any money from that company of whatever that.
It's crazy
product.
how much you pull out of their nose. Like when I'm doing it with the tube, the manual one, it's crazy how you'll keep hearing the noise and you're like, you got to take a breath and continue to go. Cause like, my God, they got so much up there.
They do. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was going to just say, I felt like that's a natural, like we have no clue. We don't know. I want to say my first moments is just always having the diaper bag ready and thinking ahead more. I'm very poor at being able to think ahead. So stuff that Charo is sitting there saying, I'm just like, or she might, whether you want to call it getting an earful or we're just having a conversation about it. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I haven't been able, I don't know how to get my brain to forward think about some of this stuff. To where I'm like learning on the fly. There again, no matter even what we tell you, there's going to be things that come up that we're not even currently aware of. There's going to be things that I've already forgotten that I'm sure threw me for a loop.
As far as if he's talking about he's about to be a father, correct, is the whole point of this. There is a multitude of things that you're going to have to learn, that you're going to need to learn. But as far as your basics of like getting started, swaddling, nose sucking, feeding, and putting down for sleep. Like if you get that figured out, if you can go and changing diapers,
changing diapers, you're gonna do more than you think.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be like you let one go and you let it sit. No, you want to change their diaper ASAP so they don't get diaper rashes. Having a cream on their little bum.
Yes, dude.
A little cream on their bum, like as you get done, kind of wiping them with a good clean. What are those things called? The cleans, the little wipes. Yeah, the little clean wipes. Yeah. After you get done doing that, putting a little cream on their bum. For wifey, I don't know if she's pumping, breastfeeding. You guys are doing formula. Yeah. But Charo was a mix of breastfeeding and pumping. So Charo getting done as many times as I could think about it or think ahead. It's like washing out
Oh,
washing out all the things for the breast pumping.
You
like you
have
being
to.
the guy to do that to help take that off, take the little things off of their plate. Because again, postpartum's a real thing. So being there for your wife, having constant communication and conversation. You don't always have to be like over her shoulder. How you feeling? How you feeling? Anything I can do to help?
How we doing, honey?
But just knowing your presence is there and you're thinking about these things around her world and her life, to where whether it's cleaning out things with the breast pump, being like, hey, I'll go change her. You take a load off.
Yeah. Can I throw a little extra dad hack that Ride-In Alex would do? The date night guy?
Yeah.
Jill had a snack bucket for whenever she was pumping. Bro,
Ooh.
put together a little snack bucket for your girl. You know all of her favorite snacks,
That's good game right there.
That's good game. I didn't do it. Jill did it for herself. But hey, maybe I could make V look like a real PT sicko.
Yeah.
And dude, just get all of her favorite snacks. And hey, what's this? We already have Cheez-Its. We already have Welch's gummies. Yeah, but for when you're pumping.
Yeah.
Got your little
I
snack
like that.
basket.
Snack bucket,
Mm.
being on type of diaper bag, understanding cream going on the bum with the baby when you're changing the baby a lot.
And you can never use too much. Now, if you're on a tight budget, you can absolutely use too much. But that's my one tip on the cream on the bum.
Decluttering the house. There'll be a lot of stuff going on when the baby comes to where, again, wifey's going to be in it.
Yeah.
So decluttering the house, cleaning up the kitchen, picking up things around the house, making sure she has a clean space, because the women are essentially like locked in the house for like the first 8 weeks, it feels like.
Yeah.
Little stuff like that, little interest your wife has. Like maybe there's a sweet treat you can bring her home. Maybe she's a latte girl. Maybe she's a coffee girl, going out and getting the coffees.
If you don't have a rocker at your house, there's a really nice rocker at Target that I swear is $100 on the dot. It looks like a white rocking chair that you would have on your front porch. It comes with a nice little footrest on it too that sways back and forth as well. That's like separate of the chair. It's $100 even. I know that's pretty expensive, but if you're in the furniture game, you know that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
And get a nice little booty cushion for her, dude. And that can be her little pump station. That could be her little rock station. Having a good rocker, boom.
Yeah. Getting, becoming a pro in swaddling.
Have to.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
In the swaddling game, for any like new dads that are listening and are like, oh man, I gotta get on the swaddling. Just on YouTube, that's what I did. I looked up a video, like almost how to tie your tie type video. Swaddling's not too, it's not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta make sure you have a big enough blanket or a big enough towel.
For sure. Get them nice and tight.
Yeah.
Understanding the schedule. It's like eat, sleep, poop. You're trying to get them to sleep for 2 to 3 hours at a time.
Yep.
Understanding what shifts you guys are going to be taking if you guys are talking about who's going to be doing what shift.
Yeah.
Those would be the things in the beginning.
Yeah. And start shopping for car seats like you're shopping for a car. That's how you could really impress her.
Yeah.
Honey, I'm looking at these, I got 4 options here. I like this one because of that one, And you can't go wrong with a car seat. All of them are great. Start shopping car seats in front of her on your phone. Let her kind of see it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just looking, just dabbling,
looking.
trying to figure out what car seat's best.
I've heard so, Will says he's got a Duna and a Nuna, but we don't know. Sherman's got a Duna and a Nuna,
So
maybe.
we're going to have pressure cargo in the car now. I'm just trying to make sure we're safe. We're right.
Yeah.
That's a good foundation.
Good foundation. We got one last one from Max.
All right. Got to keep it under an hour.
Have to keep it under an hour.
Boys, Max here, PT6 member to a 9-month-old baby girl. I have a dad hack in response to your question at the end of your last podcast. For me, the hardest part of being a parent doesn't have to do anything with my daughter, but instead has to do with self-care and that change of identity. My wife and I were fortunate enough to both be home for the first 5 months of our daughter's life. And being excited first-time parents, our daughter was our focus 24/7. Especially in those early months with learning curves and figuring everything out, it just zapped all of our energy. This is where my dad hack comes in. Regular happy hours with other parents. Now don't judge me because I do live in good old Wisconsin, but meeting almost every Friday at a brewery with a couple other dads and moms has been a game changer. Sometimes as parents, we forget about the outside world or even what day it is, but having some close friends that have kids close in age and can relate brings you back to earth. Just like having this podcast, hearing relatable stories and other experiences makes you feel like you aren't alone. Happy hour might not look the same as it used to, as we have our diaper bags, snacks, toys, and everything else for the kids. But I think as a parent, we appreciate the time with other parents, and it's worth it. Level up this dad hack even more. If you have all the wives meet up beforehand while the dads stay back and keep the kids for an hour, give those moms an hour of time to themselves. The moms deserve that and appreciate it. Thanks, boys. PT6 forever. Appreciate it.
I hate to do this because that was a really great call, but we will have to actually cut that, Chef, because Phoenix is going to hate the fuck out of the voicemail.
You made that way too serious for a second. You said we're actually going to have to cut that. Hey, that's a great phone call.
Great call.
A great call in, and he is 1,000% right. I want to say the biggest thing I know listening to Charo is like going into motherhood and everything else. It was like the loss of identity of the life that you had before, and feeling like you just get boxed into just being a parent 100%. Like that becomes what your identity is.
Yeah.
So having those tips right there. What was his name again?
Max.
Having those tips right there from Max is spot on. Because it's a 24/7 gig. And you kind of like lose yourself a little bit. And then when you're in the suck and you're around just your partner 24/7 the entire time, like bickering and some things are just going to happen, whether it's resentment, whether it's subconscious, whatever it is, you're just going to be around each other at all times. Your roommate, you're locked in the foxhole together. And that's awesome that he got 5 months off. But as he's sitting there putting everybody on game, it's like just being around that person at all times can cause some just internal chaos, internal dialogue that you have with yourself. And just feel like, man, is this what it's going to be like forever?
It is crazy just talking about the corner bar that I went to with Jared and Mackenzie. I'll send you the picture and you can bring it up. But I brought her little upright seat that we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Had that on the table. She's sitting there. Jared and Mackenzie are having drinks. We're living life. We're being humans in the wild, and Scarlett's right there. And like, that was my first time being out and getting hot wings and fries and, you know, a drink with friends and stuff. Like,
you just feel like your battery just gets recharged a little bit
in the biggest way.
And you think too, like everything I was thinking leading up to this, I can start throwing this into the equation. And it'll just bring me much more joy. Not that you're not having fun and not having a lot of joy in your life, but it's like, oh, I can go out and do these things. Scarlett crushed it.
Yes. Yeah.
Things I tell myself on, hey, I can't do this. I got to stay home, the kid, blah, blah, blah. Dude, if you figure it out and then the moment you do step outside, or I love the hack too, the little tip on let the women go out for an hour before while the dads hang back.
Pro move.
Have a nice cold lollipop with the boys before they go out and meet the women for dinner. I love that, man.
Pro move.
It levels up, bro. Again, that battery just fills up.
Yeah, just a humongous shout out also to everybody that's all these comments and emails and calls today have been fantastic.
They've been great.
Yeah, they've been really good.
They've been great.
Shout out to him too. You could tell he intentionally wrote down.
No
you could
question.
tell, like it's a little bit of a script, but like I loved it. Listening to it, I was like, oh, this guy said I'm gonna get on the fucking show.
Yeah,
and this is how I'm gonna do it. So I thought that was a great.
And I'm gonna
great
give the dad some real game.
Yeah. Also, shout out Wisconsin. When I was there, I saw in Madison, there was a dentist's office where the dentist also owned a brewery that was attached to his dental office. We
don't shout out Wisconsin on this show.
Oh, Will.
The Wisconsin Badgers haunt my nightmares.
Okay, well, shout out.
Maybe he meant something by that. Again, that's me. I'm taking that one person.
Shout out Lincoln, Nebraska. I've never been, but I've heard really great things, and I bet they got some dental breweries there. I bet they do.
There we go.
Come on.
All right. Got a wifey shout out here. Wifey shout out before we end the episode with a lesson of the week, which is going to come to us from Dan Gable. It's going to come to us from Dan Gable.
I have a lesson of the week that I've pushed 3 weeks. I can read it if you want.
You can read it, but we still got to have a Dan Gable quote.
I know.
Here we go. Wifey shout out from Eric Yantis. Fellas, Eric here from Godley, Texas.
Oh,
Had to write in to brag on my wife, Sophia, the ultimate MT6er and former Alito High School teacher. She's an absolute badass. We have a photo right here of them, of the lovely couple. It seems like they're out there on a hike with the little one, or maybe...
No, keep reading. It's very different than a hike.
Okay.
One.
they're probably.
I see an animal in this photo now.
If he from Godly, and Alito, baby, they hunting. They get a hog. What they get?
On December 17th, she gave birth to our twin daughters, and watching her step straight into mom mode with 2 newborns and still love every second of it has been unreal. 10 days before delivering twins, she was still climbing into a deer stand and shooting pigs. Same woman, same great effort and attitude. That leads me to my best piece of advice. Make sure you marry a badass. Marry someone who's constantly pushing themselves to be better. When she's leveling up, it forces me to level up too. As a husband, as a dad, and a man. We love the pod. Y'all keep crushing it. Thank you, Eric Yantis. So they were hunting. Lovely couple.
Just to brag on the Yantis family, but also to brag on Alito, Texas, man. That's a Bearcat right there. Mrs. Yantis, thank you for repping Alito High. Thank you for teaching those young kids, and thank you for going and splitting a hog.
Yeah.
Just 2 weeks after giving birth to twins. Was that correct?
10 days before delivering the twins.
She has a very large belly in the picture next to a
God.
huge hog.
I'm thinking they're on a hike with the newborn. Oh, hang on a second. This is 10 days before she's delivering twins.
Come on, man.
Saying, hey, honey, we got to get in the stand before we get into this delivery room.
God, they just repped Alito so well. And shout out Godly too. That's a great community.
Yeah.
They're truly in my neck of the woods. That's really fun. Shout out the Yantis family. I love
Big
that.
shout out.
Big shout out to them. Before we end the episode, I have the birthday thing as well. But this is from Candace Hurt. Hey guys, my husband Shane started listening to the pod shortly after our son was born in July. He began referring to himself as a PT6er and myself as an MT6er. After overhearing several episodes, it quickly became something that we now enjoy together. Shane is such a great dad to our now 6-month-old Cohen and always embraces the good times, aka the trenches. He refuses to comment until we are all caught up, and we are so close to fully catching up on the podcast. Just had to let you guys know how much we appreciate listening. It's funny, it's entertaining, it's relatable, and with so much great advice and added emotional intelligence, keep it up and thank you. P.S. We just bought our first Ollipops. So far, Apple Crisp remains at the top.
Indeed it does.
Good Lord, this might be an all-timer episode for write-ins.
She wrote on 5 different of our channels to get her husband shouted out as well. I think it was an email, it was Instagram, I believe it was X DMs, I believe it was YouTube comment, and maybe a Spotify comment as well. All slightly different, but she's a Milk Team 6.
To that, I say, Shane Hurt, thank you for being an absolute sicko, for getting your wife onto this, for just celebrating everything that is fatherhood, dude. You're a legend, Shane. Thank you. Drum roll, please. We have Sarah Garcia, who wrote in for her husband's birthday, which was on December 30th.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday.
This is a get right. This is a make right.
This is a make right. Hold on. You're right. Let me read this thing. Sorry. This is from Sarah Garcia. This came in via email, Will. Hello. I would like to request a birthday shout out for my wonderful husband, Tyler Wright. His birthday is on December 30th, and he will be 32 this year. Come on. He has been a huge fan of your show since 2020. We live in Nebraska. So he has also been a huge fan of Will's since his freshman year at UNL. That's how you know they're a true sicko, dude. Who calls it UNL?
GBR.
GBR. My husband made me say all of that in parentheses. He watches your episodes religiously and very loudly. Every year for Christmas, he asks for merch from your shows, specifically the dad gear. And he is also the best dad to my son, who is his stepson. My son has even said that he considers my husband his dad more than his biological father. He always prioritizes our son's needs over his own without hesitation. This birthday shout out is the only present he asked for, and he will shit his pants if he gets it. Please, please, please give him this gift. It will make me the best wife ever, and it will mean that my birthday present has to be a good one this year. Winky face. That
I
came
love
from
that, man.
Sarah Garcia.
And what was his name?
Tyler Wright.
Tyler, you're doing good, bro.
You're crushing.
You're crushing it, man.
And GBR, baby.
GBR forever. Thank you for the support. But even that write up right there, you can tell that you're crushing it right now.
Yeah.
Being a stepdad, all the things that she said in that note. Big shouts to you.
Yeah.
And Sarah, we're sorry we did not see that sooner.
Sarah,
We're sorry.
And Sarah, I did quite
don't want
literally,
an MT6er on our ass.
Hey,
We just can't have it.
We're moving on to our Dan Gable quotes and our lesson of the week. I still have 2 emails that we didn't read that we'll have to do next episode.
Yeah.
That's just the way she goes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we are sorry. That is Chef's fault. just point the finger at somebody.
Sorry, Sarah.
Well done.
Apologize, Chef.
If I just wasn't a fucking idiot, this would all be fixed.
This would have all gone over really, really nicely. Will, what was your topic, lesson, or Dan Gable quote of the week?
You got a lesson.
I do.
Okay, good.
It's brief. It's very brief.
Love it. Dan Gable. This is a quote that I think just goes in well with parenthood because we talk about the highest of highs in parenthood, and when you can present what the gold medal of parenthood feels like. It's this quote right here from Dan Gable. Its gold medals aren't really made of gold. They're made of sweat, determination, and a hard to find. Let me start that again.
Okay.
Take a second.
We'll cut that.
The gold medal of parenthood. Gold medals aren't really made of gold. They're made of sweat, determination, and a hard to find alloy called guts.
Bro, he's unreal with the quotes.
That's Dan Gable right there.
That's Dan Gable. I have
It's
one.
embracing the suck.
That is.
That's the gold medal.
In what was it? A hard to find alloy called what?
Hard to find alloy called guts. That one gets your piss hot.
It does. I actually want that one printed. Like that's cool. I love that quote. I had one that I thought applied very nicely to fatherhood, just life in general.
Dan Gable?
This is Dan Gable. Freedom across the world is a result of many individuals working together. That's Dan Gable.
That's parenthood.
That's parenthood. Working together, communicating.
That's what creates freedom.
Come on. I just love that a wrestler/wrestling coach, that was on his quotes page. Hey, freedom across the world, man.
Imagine being Dan Gable, knowing that what you do that's going to echo an eternity of wrestling is also going to echo to a For the Dads podcast.
Yeah.
It's going to echo into parenthood.
Yeah. It's going to get the piss hot.
Yeah, it's going to get the piss hot.
It's going to change lives. So shout out, that was our Dan Gable quote of the week segment, brought to you by Dan Gable and For the Dads. And last but not least, this is very brief. I think this was even 3 episodes ago for my lesson of the week. So this was kind of like my New Year's resolution that I had for myself, but staying in touch with those that you love. I have a 1-hour round trip commute to Scarlett's daycare, sometimes longer with traffic. I've decided during that time to call people that I love, or people back in Texas that I just miss or want to stay close to and share life with and stories with. There's something so grounding about speaking with those that you know and love so well. Asking them for advice, helping them with their struggles, asking about their day and telling them about yours, or just being a set of ears for them to vent and vice versa. Life moves incredibly fast, and so far, these calls have aided in slowing things down, having a meaningful conversation with substance, being able to laugh at yourself while telling a frustrating story of fatherhood. It's sometimes just what the doctor ordered. Have I read that before?
No.
I think it's just been on my sheet for so long that as I was reading it, I was like, have I read this on the pod before?
Hot off the press.
Okay, cool.
It's a good one.
Thank you. And it's actually been going really well. These last like 3 weeks, it's been a lot of fun.
It's a lesson I feel like I need to incorporate in my life.
It's been good, dude. I've been catching up with a lot of friends I haven't seen in person in quite a while. And just, it's so much fun tapping in, just hearing the little quips and personalities of like their kids, they're growing up.
Having
like,
a couple laughs.
Yes, dude. And just being able to like laugh about stuff that I could call you and you would have a completely different take on it than like somebody that I've known since I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I don't know. It's fun. So
we're going to have to cut that.
Oh no.
You're talking about catching up with your bros? Not on this show.
Yeah, God forbid I got one of their gamer tags too. And like scheduled trying to introduce them into our PUBG world. That would be a shame. One of my high school buddies from back in the day, try and get him to play PUBG with us.
You better not play on the sports book either.
Oh, no way. Oh, and we have a poll here to finish out the show. We have a poll.
A poll.
A poll.
Will, last episode we did a break and shouted out some people that sent us things, and Sherm told PT6 to send an emoji into the chat. It was a very divisive decision which emoji Sherm said, and so I thought we'd just address it. Sherm, do you want to just read out what the emojis were?
Okay.
I did see in the comments last week a bunch of beach emojis, and I had no clue what was going on. I was like, did I miss something in the episode to where everybody just knows to drop beach emojis?
At the we did a little thank you segment for all the stuff that's been sent in. And at the very end, I did in fact and actually lost in the poll, which is hilarious. I said, comment a little peach.
A peach.
Peach. And I started seeing all these beach emojis because I usually like check the episode like 6:15, whatever. Yeah. When it drops, I see all these beach umbrellas, beaches, oceans. And I'm like, what's going on? When did we talk about a beach in the episode? Oh my God. Oh my God. I only saw 2 peaches.
Yeah.
I think only 2 people got it right.
Craziest part is that everyone in this room heard peach. Like
yeah.
That was not a...
But
I didn't hear anything.
It got translated to me, which is, that's okay. That's okay. But I'm glad we got that solved. Glad we got that solved.
That poll, so which one won? The beach?
Beach.
So, I mean, I would say then that would mean that you were wrong.
I think you're right. Now that
if everybody's dropping beaches and then the poll says, no, it was beach, not peach, that would tell me I didn't pronounce it correctly.
You know, I think there's only one way to go about this to really kind of settle it. If you have watched all the way to this point, to the end.
I feel like everybody checks out. The majority, like 99%, they're gone.
The Phoenixes of the world, they're out of here.
They're out of here.
Yeah.
They've left 1-star reviews.
But if you don't think we need to go back to the drawing board, comment a little beach.
A what?
I said it once. I won't say it again.
Should it be a different emoji? What if people just follow up from last week and drop a beach?
That's a good call. Comment. Let's comment a bear. Let's comment a little bear face.
Okay.
Can't mess that up.
Yeah, bear face. Bear emoji face.
Bear emoji face.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Or I wish there was a phoenix emoji. That would be sick. Will's cooking up something.
I'm trying to run through the emojis in my head. Bear face.
Bear face.
Bear face.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Great sewed.
Great sewed.
Great sewed.
Wait, 1 second. Happy anniversary, Alex. Love you so much. Hope you have the best day ever.
Okay.
Forgot, almost let that one slip.
Were you just trying to sneak that one in when everybody's tuned out?
I'm waiting to see if she'll watch the whole episode.
Ooh.
Okay, Chef Daddy.
Chef loves Alex.
What are you doing for the anniversary?
It's today. I mean, I'm going to be working today. I called her. I sent her a little Venmo for nails. Long text.
One old boy wrote in about how he had the weekend prepped up.
Yeah, we've already discussed. We went over it. It's an unfortunate
He got massages
thing.
on Monday.
Work week. Well, she lives in Knoxville. So that's the issue. So I
can't shoot her a Venmo for a massage?
I said, hey, go get your nails done. I sent her extra because she does the builder gel, not the normal nails.
Hey, he's kind of on it.
Made sure I was on it. Sent her a nice text.
Did you send her flowers?
I think I'm going to try to, whenever we get done, I'm going to try to get some flowers.
You heard the game old boy was putting on flowers on Friday.
I want.
Tour
was
work
already ahead.
or tour work spot.
Could For the Dads get a singing gram for Alex?
I'm.
I'll send one
I
to
wouldn't
she's
mind a
at,
singing gram. That'd be.
Could we
that'd
do
be
a singing gram?
she's at work right now at the vet hospital. So wouldn't that be something?
Get Elvis Presley to go walk in there. This is from Chef.
I'm sure I'll get a fun call. She's like, "Hey, you can't do that one." I'm at work.
Sweetheart, I just want the office to know
Yeah.
that I love you and you're my number one.
Everyone in there needs to know.
And
But
then
yeah,
just have Elvis sing something not romantic at all. At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, Skrilla.
happy anniversary. Love you so much.
Tier 1 lover.
Tier 1 lover, Chef.
Good so PT6, you're the best. Leave comments, subscribe everywhere. Take out the trash. We will see you next week.
You say go Bills?
I'm good.
Go Bills.
I'm